I know you all remember Carl Rittenhouse up there in Minneapolis, right? When they have all the Black Lives, the rioting and shit going on after George Floyd deletion, which to me, a lot of motherfuckers got mad at me for saying something about that George Floyd, and like I said, I think George Floyd was a psyop. Me personally. And the reason why I think that George Floyd was a psyop, because the same guy that's supposed to have choked him out, listen, the same guy that was supposed to have choked George Floyd out, it was this, they was interviewing this woman that ran the bar. Older woman that ran the bar, ladies, 60s or 70s. Okay. So she on the bar. The boy, George Floyd, was a bouncer. He was security at this bar. So the lady was basically talking about him, not in a bad way, but in a positive way. And she put up a picture of George Floyd, but who else was on that picture was the same cop that was supposed to have choked him out and choked him to death. So when you put that together, and then them choking him out, and then after they choked him out, they put him on an emergency response vehicle. Okay? Now, if you pay attention, this is an emergency response vehicle. You go and see emergency response, emergency, you see there was an ambulance, okay? Not a police vehicle. Not a police vehicle, but an emergency response vehicle. So these cops put George Floyd's body on the gurney inside this ambulance. Now keep in mind, you looking at the ambulance, but you seeing all these cops inside an emergency response vehicle that's not a police vehicle. You see cops driving away in the emergency response vehicle. Now these are cops driving an emergency response vehicle. Nobody didn't peep that picture out. Nobody didn't peep that out. I'm the only one that called that out. Not everybody else going around saying it about the cops in the emergency response vehicle. I'm the only one called that out and peeped that. Now you got people saying something ain't right about that picture. Back then I knew it wasn't nothing right about that picture. When that lady showed, that old lady, they put that picture on NBC. Now it was on CNN where the interview happened, where they interviewed the old lady that night. After that, they said they're gonna come back. After that, they went talking about something else. They didn't even go on to finish the story up. After they showed a picture of George Floyd with the picture with the cop that's supposed to choke them out, buddy on the picture. They were both buddy on the picture. The same cop that choked him, that had the knee on the back of his neck. Yeah, nobody didn't say nothing about it. Remember, I'm the only one that mentioned this shit. Nobody else did. When everybody started talking about it, now you gonna know they got it from me. Cause I always knew George Floyd shit was fake. That was staged. It was fake. And I proved it was fake.